I'm Patrick Bailey with whiteboardcoder.com. Today is January 6, 2016. And this video I'll be doing a simple quick review of the Samsung HW-J250 soundbar. Now first, why should you buy a soundbar? Now, if you're in the 40 plus crowd and you find yourself turning on your closed captioning, trying to understand what the heck they're saying in Downton Abbey or The Walking Dead, which what me and my wife have been doing lately, it may not be you just losing your hearing. It may be that your speakers are not good or just have not aged well. Now, my TV, it's a nice Sony TV, but I had to go actually look up when I bought it, and it's from 2009. And I think the speakers have just worn out. Now, I've been thinking my ears have been going out, but I think it's actually the speaker. So once I bought this new soundbar, and I plugged it all in, turned the captioning off. And I'm not just turning the volume up, but now the voices are clear, it's working much better, and so the good news for me, I'm not losing my hearing just yet. Anyway, on to the review. What's in the box? So here we have the remote control, which unfortunately has a watch battery to it, which I don't particularly like, but we'll see how long it lasts. You know, watch batteries aren't too bad to pick up nowadays, so you got that. Then we've got the optical a cable adapter, so this is actually for your audio, and most of the TVs nowadays have this, and so this is what I'm going to use to actually plug it in. That's your only audio cable it comes with. It also comes with your power. Another nice thing it comes with is actually these little hooks that you can put onto your wall, and then you can actually put these little knobs on the back of your speaker, and it'll actually fold right in, and I'm actually going to do that, so I might show you that here in a second. And if you want to plug this in the wall, if you want to put these on the wall and mount it, it's also got this little nice thing that actually shows the distance, so you can put this up against your wall and actually cut the holes out exactly where they should be. So that's kind of nice. Let's see what else it comes with. Oh, one thing that I've misplaced somewhere, but I'll show you a picture of it. It actually has a little USB cable with a right angle on the end of it. So if you want to plug something in the back of it, it makes it a little bit easier to access it. I'm not going to use it, and I've kind of lost it somewhere, but it does have that if that's important to you. Before I get started hooking it to the TV, I just want to go over Bluetooth real quick, because this is a Bluetooth speaker. So what I've got here, I got my iPod Touch. I can go into Settings, and go back, and go into Bluetooth. Click on that, and you can see your Bluetooth devices that are locally located. Now, this is not on yet. Now, on the right-hand side of the speaker, on the top, there are actually some little indicator lights. And so what you have to do here is, first, if you see the little red light, if you have the red light in the middle blinking like I do, you have to turn that off. So take your remote control, turn it off, and then on your remote control, you can see you have a Bluetooth button there. So all you gotta do is hit this Bluetooth button, and you'll see here on the far right, hopefully you can see there's some indicator lights. And that's the Bluetooth light blinking, and there it is, it showed up. So now I have the Bluetooth speaker, and I can get back to my iPod and connect to it. So select the soundbar J series. Should connect. Let's see if it works. It takes a second. And we're connected. So now I should be able to go to my music. And hopefully this works. There we go. So now I'm getting Bluetooth music out of the speaker. So you can use this as a Bluetooth speaker too, which is kind of nice if you need to. I'm probably not going to use it that way, but I just wanted to show you how to set that up, because it is a little weird in my opinion. So the next thing, how do you connect it to your TV? Now it's really easy to get connected. So all I got to do is, plug in the power, of course, and then you take this optical in, and so they've got that on the back. They actually do have an audio import here too. You can plug that in, but this is easy enough. Just plug that in. It's got a direction to it. It's a little angled on one side. Plugs in. Go to the back of your TV. Plug that in. You're practically done. The next thing you just need to do is go to your TV and mute it, or you can, like on my TV, I found a way to turn the speakers off so it only used this input, this output for the audio, and it worked just great. There is one little gotcha that's a little confusing at first to figure out. But once you turn this guy on, once you plug it in, it starts trying to figure out what to plug into. So right now I'm not plugged into it, so it's looking through things in Bluetooth. Let me turn that off, and then Turn it back on. There we go. So it'll actually explore through the options there and try to figure out what it's plugged into, which is kind of nice. So if you have a problem, just turn it off and back on again. It'll try to find the right audio. But on the end here, you'll see this little, I've got it upside down, but you'll see this little white indicator, and that is the sound effect. And that's not the one you want if you want to hear your voices better. So on your remote control, on the bottom, you have sound effect. And so you just got to press that until you get to this guy. You want it red. See how well that shows up. So once you're red, you're good. Plug it into your TV. And it sounds really good. So the next thing I'll do, I'll just go show you my mount, how I mounted it onto the back of the TV. And we'll show you that. Okay, now I got it connected to the TV, but because I was fiddling with the Bluetooth, it's still stuck on Bluetooth. So what you need to do is, if you're using the optical in, there's a digital in button on here. So just press that, and you're in business. So my TV's muted, but my box is, my box is working. So now, also, if you kill your TV with this all connected and turn it back on again, it should auto-detect, and it should come back on again. So, you can mute it for now. So, if you just want to put it down, and you want to mount it on the wall, you're done. So we had this like this for a while, but I kind of wanted to mount it to the back, so let me show that real quick, just for people who are curious about that. So all I did is, most of your TVs should have like a VESA mount on the back. I think it's called VESA. And so there's a standard bolt pattern with standard bolts. So all I did was I took a couple of pieces of oak that I bought at Home Depot for about $6, probably about a 4-foot section, and kind of cut it so it would be above here. And then you can get the bolts, and those, if they're standard, which they should be, I have an M6 1.0 times 20 millimeter, and that kind of worked for me. So I cut a hole in here, cut a little groove so I could adjust a little bit. And then I also used their attachment on the front and bolted those in there and placed them kind of properly. And so the thing is, whether you do something like this or you mount it to the wall, on the back of this speaker, you attach these little knobs, and it should just fit right in. It's actually kind of pretty nice. So you should be able to put it right there and push it over. Now what I had to do is I still have some buttons up here. So at first I put it flush, and I couldn't get to my buttons. So I probably need to go paint these. But I put some little adjustments in here just to prop it up a little bit. So now I can get to my buttons, but they're still attached in the back. And so this speaker can come on and off pretty easily, but now it's up there and it's working just fine. Lastly, I'd like to share a few links that I found. So here is the Amazon, here's where I bought it. I bought it from Amazon, and here's a link to where it's at. I got it for about $100 on a good day, so $100, $130, that's kind of where it's running. It's a pretty good price for what it is. Also, here is the link to their own support site from Samsung for this specific product. And lastly, if you're not going to go make your own mounts, I almost bought these. I was tempted to go buy some of these and hook them up that way. Now, if you did that, you'd have to get some bolts to bolt into the back of the speaker itself, because you couldn't use their mounts, I don't think. I'd have to think that through. But there are mounts out there, and you could get something like this would probably mount those speakers just fine, I'm guessing, but I haven't done it. But if you're not like me, you don't want to go to the store, buy some wood, cut it up. There's other alternatives like this. So that kind of wraps up this video. Overall, I'm very happy with the Samsung. They put all the stuff in that I needed, so I could open up the box and pretty much use it. Didn't have to go get anything for it, which is very nice. The Bluetooth thing is kind of nice. I'm probably not going to use it, but it's nice. It's the right price. But mainly, I am so happy. Closed captioning is now off. So now I can actually sit there and watch Downton Abbey with my wife and actually understand what the heck they're saying. And that's not a joke. In all seriousness, now the closed captioning off, I can hear what they're saying. So, good job, Samsung. I like the product. If you're in the same boat as me, it's $100. Go get one. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a like. To subscribe, just click the subscribe button. Also, you can follow me on Twitter under the handle @whiteboardcoder.com. View any code I may have thrown up as a gist at GitHub under the username PatmanDenver, or check out my blog site at whiteboardcoder.com.